As far as I'm concerned, music is music. I don't look at it as rock, R&B, all that kind of stuff. I just look at it as music, you know. When I feel sorry for anybody who only listens to one form of music.
Unsigned, you're listening to the Freeza Block Show. Local, MileHighUnderground.com. Unsigned, local artists, unsigned artists. Music you may have never heard before. Music you'll want to hear again. All right here on the Freeza Block Show.
Welcome in. It is the Freeza Block Show. So very happy to have everybody listening in and alongside. We're going to have a great show today. We have Octopus Tree in the Freeza Block. It's Spencer and Joe. They're going to play a few songs for us, let us know about their music, and I hope you stick with us and enjoy it because you guys are going to be blown away. Forget about the preseason, baby. It's only preseason. Who cares? Hey, guys, Joe and Spencer, how you guys doing, man? How you feeling tonight?
Having a good time right now.
Yeah, feeling real good. Feeling real good.
Excited
Awesome to be here.
Yeah, man. It's so good to have you guys in. Spencer, of course, was here a couple weeks ago with the band. What the hell is the name? I swear to God, my brain. Signs and Signals. Great band, man. They had a great time in here, man, and mad props to those guys. But we're here today to talk about Octopus Tree. And I'll tell you what, you guys, when I went first of all, when I heard the name, I was like, oh, cool. What a cool name, man. Octopus Tree. These guys must be full of creativity, you know. And when I went to see you guys, man, I wasn't disappointed one bit, man. It was a great show. You guys put on a lot of good music that I was blown away. I wasn't kind of blown away. I was blown away, man. It was an overall great show at Moe's and stuff, man. So
that was a fun show.
That was really cool.
So,
really cool.
And for the folks that are listening and watching for the first time, go ahead and tell everybody what kind of music it is that you guys are playing and, you know, what Octopus Tree is all about.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're going to play some rock and roll.
Some street level rock and roll.
Street level, street cred. What kind? Would you say it's gritty and kind of rough, or is it smooth and melodic, man? What are we looking for here?
Well,
I don't play anything.
I like to put it on you like that.
He plays a lot of rhythmic stuff, and I play some bass stuff, and I sing. It's going to be some more, I guess, gritty rock and roll.
Yeah.
We like to keep it pretty straightforward, pretty heavy. Kind of just go with whatever feels good. You know, we don't really try to pin it down to anything. Just let ourselves write whatever we want to write.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, play whatever we want to play.
It's fun. It's loud, I think.
Loud and fun, baby. That's what we're looking for.
At.
That's exactly what we're talking about. It's Spencer and Joe from Octopus Tree. Hey, tell us a little bit about the other members of the band, if there are other members of the band that couldn't be here today, and we can give those guys as much prop and talk as much trash as we can about them.
Yeah, right. Today we don't have. We usually have a keyboard player with us, but he's being a dad right now.
Right.
His name's Mark.
Could have brought the kid in, man. Put some earplugs in his ears, but hey, whatever. Next time.
Yeah, that would have been great. But so today we're just gonna do the duo thing and rock some drum and bass and have a good old time.
Cool, man. And also you guys have a lot of shows coming up. You guys are all playing a lot around town and all that stuff, man. So if you guys want to check them out, it's not too hard to check out a live show from Octopus Tree. Man.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah, good stuff, man.
We'll talk about that a little more.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. We're all about it. Hey, man, you know what? Since I got some questions for you, but I'm really wanting to hear some of this music. I know the folks out there are too. A little live set for us, man, which is really going to be kick-ass. Tell us a little bit about this first song you guys are going to play for us and what it means, the name of it, and we'll break it down, as it were.
Good. Sounds good. Well, you want to start? You want to take it? What do you think?
What I think the song is about?
Yeah.
The song is about a yellow sheet of plastic going down a hill with water and soap in it with a sword.
Yes.
But there's two people on this thing, as you will, fighting. So this song's called Slip and Slide Sword Fight.
All right, sounds good. I like the sword fight part. I get it.
Yeah.
goes one lonely lady walking down Wall Street. They wanna know her name, well, you can play the guiding game. It's like that. She is one woman. She knows what she wants, and I wanna give it to her. She'll keep us walking all night. She'll keep us walking all night. Yeah. There goes one brave soul working down that alleyway. I like that. She is one mean woman. She knows what she wants, and I wanna give it to you. She'll keep us walking all night. She'll keep us walking all night. Yeah. I like that. I like it. Yeah, I like that. Oh, I like that.
Gotta crank that applause up for you guys, man. Wow, well done, fellas. I like that as well, man. Kick ass, good stuff. Octopus Tree, for those out there cranking it out here live. We are definitely turning heads and spinning some people around here in the building, which is pretty kick ass because I don't think we've ever been this loud, man, which is really cool, man. And I love it. It's Spencer and Joe, Octopus Tree, man. Awesome stuff. How did you guys come up with that name, Octopus Tree? One of the coolest names I've heard in the band so far. It really is.
That was actually all Joe. Joe came up with it.
What, were you tripping, Joe? What would happen there, buddy? Where did that come from?
I think we were probably doing a lot of tripping at the time.
Yeah. No, we were looking for a name for a while. And we went through a few names. But I was looking on the internet one night doing something, probably tripping over some shoelaces.
That right? Yeah.
And, yep. That's how that works.
Spaghetti style.
I was looking online. Just Octopus Tree came out in my head because, you know, it's different.
Just came out, huh?
Yeah. So I looked it up online, and it's actually a hoax, and it's this big long story. It's National Geographic and this guy from Oregon who said there are octopus in these trees in Northwest Oregon, and it was all a hoax. And he raised a whole bunch of money online, and we got
for people to look for these trees.
These tree octopus, these octopi were like in the trees or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they were going extinct or something, so he was trying to raise money to save them, save the octopus trees. So that's us now. We're Octopus Tree.
Well, awesome, man. It's a great name, and you know, honestly, people I probably want to check out their Facebook page, Octopus Tree. Give them a thumb and a like, and I know you like the music. You hung on this long, and you might as well enjoy it, man. And that's good stuff, man. Awesome stuff.
Thanks, yeah.
Spencer, man, I know we talked a little bit about how you enjoy doing the bass and stuff, man. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about this band here and how you come about it a little bit differently. Your musical setup is different. You tone up or tone down the bass a little bit so it sounds more like a hard electric guitar, man. Tell us a little bit about that. I love that, as a matter of fact. I love it.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, this was just kind of almost like a process of elimination of how this band was going to be. Joe and I, we started jamming in a basement together when we were playing in another band, and we just loved playing music together. And we had members coming in and out and things going on, but through the whole time it was just kind of constantly me and Joe.
Did you have like a myriad of guitar players come through there? Is that what you're saying? And
yeah, we had some guitar players coming through, and they were great, you know, but it always was just like, at the end of the day, this was sort of the foundation of the band. And so as I started to write music without thinking about other members or trying to think about like what other people are going to bring to it, and just playing whatever we wanted to play, this sort of setup, this sort of sound just started happening, and it's just kind of naturally how it developed.
Now, like, you know, one day did you just like say, let's see what I can do, you know, since we don't have a guy here, let's see what I can make a sound like, you know, where I can substitute and I guess do that.
Pretty much,
right?
exactly.
Is that how that worked?
Yeah, pretty much exactly that. It was just kind of like, we don't need no stinking guitar players.
Joe, what did you think? I mean, were you like, did you care one way or the other? I mean, was it, you know, something that was an issue for you at all, or, you know?
Oh, man, this goes way back.
Well, we got time, man. We got
foundations. Yeah, we can talk it out.
No, I like everything Spencer does on the bass. We started playing together in, I mean, it goes way back. We probably played in church or something.
Yeah, we played in church way back in a small town.
Yeah, even back then.
Well, let's talk a little bit about that real quick, man.
Sure.
Where are you guys from? I thought maybe you might be from Colorado. Maybe you are. Maybe you're just from a small town in Colorado. Let's talk. Let's start with you, Joe, since I kind of started grilling you to begin with, man.
Oh man. Well, I come from about everywhere in the United States. My dad worked for a gas company, so we were always moving around when I was little. But I ended up in Farmington for my high school years.
Okay, New Mexico. Yep. Shouts out to Farmington. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, and by the way, let me interrupt you guys real quick. That bell, of course, is for a hit or a shot. It doesn't necessarily have to be weed or alcohol, but just a little something to get you right on through the rest of this interview and your way through life. Yes, indeed, as we do. So let's continue on. You're from Farmington, and like you said, you grew up a lot, you know, in different places, almost Army brat style. And so when did you start picking up the drums, man? You were a little kid or a little later?
We went to church a lot when we were young.
Okay.
So they have a band in church, and there's a drummer there. So I figured that was the coolest thing to do at church. So I wanted to play drums in church for a long time. And then we went to Farmington. We were in church, and I was in a couple of different bands. But then I moved to Nashville and played in a few bands there. No church drums, not really. But
no. What did you do? Like percussion or something like that?
I was drum set playing. I played drum set for a few bands, Reverse Halo Effect, The Night Before, and Strange Cousin. And it was a lot of fun. Did that for about 5 years. Then I ended back up in Farmington, New Mexico, and wanted to move to Colorado.
Right. Well, you know,
specific reasons.
You know, no disrespect to Farmington, but it just doesn't have that scene
right
like it does here, right?
Nah,
I mean,
Denver's a bigger place for sure.
Denver is a much bigger place, but lived in Durango, Colorado for a while, and that's just right across the border.
Shouts out to Durango.
Woo!
I love Durango, love Cortez, love that whole southwest
area. And then I was playing in a band. Spencer joined the band not shortly after, and we played together for a long time in that group. And then,
just started jamming together in the basement in Durango.
That's where all the songs come from.
Cool, really, man. Do you guys still do a little Christian jamming?
No.
I'm just curious.
No, not really. We met in church. That was like, I think the first time I met you was playing church music.
Yeah.
And and then found our way back to each other.
It was a beautiful thing.
It was really, really romantic.
Oh man, I wish I had my effect. I have them all except for that one. That is awesome. It is Octopus Tree, Spencer and Joe, and of course the missing member. What's his name again?
Mark.
Mark as well.
Marvelous Mark.
Marvelous Marv.
Yes, indeed. Now you guys right here, the duo, you guys are really putting it over. But you know, with the keyboards and stuff, how did he kind of get involved with that band and all that?
Mark and I met in school in Durango together. We were going to jazz school together at Fort Lewis, and we were in just all sorts of different jazz combos and stuff like that. And we were playing in a few other bands around town too. And we were just jamming. We were like, well, what if we brought Mark in to play some stuff with us? And he came in, and it was great. It was a great fit. And and ever since, you know, he's just been laying down some crazy, wild ideas on the keys that I don't think anybody else could ever come up with.
You know, and
he's wild.
this band right here is, for me, an oddity, because every band that I have in here, I mean, probably less than probably 4 are friends and guys that have just grown up together. A lot of them, Craigslist, you know, Backpage, whatever the hell it is that you find musicians. Yeah. That's how most of them have been put together. You guys grew up together, or at least, you know, have been together, you know, since you were.
Live together.
We live together.
Oh, how about that, man?
Yeah.
Shit. That sounds great, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff. That's shiz was a Z, by the way. Dude, I got away with that one.
Yeah.
Anyways, man, good stuff. It is Octopus Tree. Spencer and Joe are in here rocking out. And you guys want to go ahead and again do another one here for us? I'm sure you guys do, and you didn't bring it and set it up just for nothing, man. Octopus Tree. Tell us what that song is, what it means, and let's roll, baby. You guys are kicking some ass.
Thanks. This one is about when you're just like walking around and you're just kicking stuff, rocks especially, and drinking and that kind of thing. So this one's called Kick Rocks. Am I close enough to the mic whenever I'm singing? Okay.
Kick rocks right on my hand, coast right in my shoes. I drink myself right out of the bottle. I drink myself right out of the bottle. Whoa. I'll drink myself right out of the bottle. Said I drink myself right out of the bottle.
Oh yeah, way to kill it, guys. Indeed. Octopus Tree live right here in the studio, really kicking some ass and kicking some rocks too,
That's
baby.
right.
Kicking rocks.
Good stuff, man. Awesome, great stuff, man. I love hearing how you guys get your stuff going and all that, man. Tell us a little bit about who writes the songs, man, who comes up with the lyrics and all that good stuff, or how the process goes between lyrics, music, and all that good jazz.
Well, like that first one we played, that just kind of started. I think it was literally one of those things where we just started jamming together, and it was like the first thing that came out was that first riff. A lot of things happen that way. We just, you know, we like to Bob Ross it, a lot of happy little accidents and stuff
right.
like that. You know, it's best, I think, when you just let the sort of the chaos take over and just do what feels good and not worry about it too much. And that's kind of I mean, we write the music together. It's very much a collaboration. I write a lot of the lyrics, but Joe writes a lot of lyrics for it too. You know, I'll be saying something and he'll go, "Oh, you should do this," and I'll be like, "That's a way better idea." And
after a couple of whiskeys.
Yeah, after a couple.
Oh
of
yeah,
whiskeys,
you got to have that lubrication
That's
of
right,
the brain
that's right.
there. You know, you got to have it sometimes.
Yeah,
You don't always have to have it, but you know, hey, it doesn't hurt.
helpful.
It doesn't hurt. Good
Sure
stuff.
is.
And so, like you like either one of you could write, you know, bring a song with lyrics and or music, or sometimes you just start off with a drum beat and a riff, and you start playing some bass, and you're like, okay, let's record this. Or I mean, is it like go just any way?
How
Or
we do that.
Yeah,
okay,
you know,
Hanging out like, hey man, you want to play some music? And 9 times out of 11 maybe 9 times out of 11 we would we'll write a song every time we jam.
Doesn't always make it to the set or stay in the set for very long, but we always write. We just like to write, and we like to write live.
right.
A lot of times we'll like take songs that are not even finished, not even close to finished, and we'll just play them live a few times before we set anything in stone. So that way we know what it's going to be like live, because that's what's most important to us, I think, is just playing music for people, and we want to kind of have that feedback from the people who are listening, and just people who
is that kind of what you do in here? Is that why Octopus Tree exists? I suppose. I mean, a lot of folks, like they say, if the fame and the fortune comes, it comes, but we're doing this for the love. Is that kind of how we would describe you guys? I guess.
I mean,
musicians.
Yeah, I think we just do it because we love it. It would be great if this is what was our career or whatever, playing music in whatever form. But yeah, I mean, for us, I think it's just this is what we love to do. I don't think there's anything else I could see myself doing with this much passion. Really. Yeah, exactly.
Good stuff, man. It's Octopus Tree in the studio. Spencer, Joe, and Mark, who cannot be here. And of course, also, let's give shouts out to your manager. Your manager here just off of camera. Go ahead and what's your name again? Rosa. Good stuff. And how did you guys discover Rosa? And how did you end up being their manager? She's off camera, so sorry, can't see the lovely lady. But go ahead and tell us a little bit about either one of you.
What's the story?
Spencer and I met at school again at Fort Lewis in Durango. That's how I know him.
Bring that mic to you. There.
All ended up in Denver, and I'm up here working in the music industry, going to school for it still, doing music business, and found out Spencer is up here, and originally started working with a different band of theirs, and just gradually realized that they were writing a lot for this, and this is way more my style. So
cool. Are you doing any other bands, or are you focused mostly on these guys?
At the moment, it's just this one.
Okay, that's good though. And so she's the one that does all the booking and sets up your shows and gets the cards out and all that good stuff, right?
It's very much a team effort, though.
Everybody kind of has their thing. We all do everything. Rosa does a lot of like the social media and stuff like that because I don't like that very much.
Hey, I don't blame you. I just made a deal with my daughter to start posting all my Instagram stuff because I just don't have time to do it, man. So shouts out to little Olivia. She's going to be kicking some butt on the Instagram for me, man. It's indeed. Tell us a little bit about your social media, what you guys have besides the Facebook page and all that good stuff, and where folks can get a hold of you and all that great good stuff.
Definitely. Well, we just got an Instagram, so that's a big leap forward into the future for us. It's everything, like you can find us on, I think, Bandcamp and SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram, and it's just basically type in Octopus Tree Music. Right. And you'll find us in any one of those sites that way.
Cool. Octopus Tree in the studio, Spencer and Joe, and they've been playing some live music for us and really kicking some butt. And I'm loving it, man. I love the way you guys. This is a completely different style than your other band. And Joe, are you in any other bands as well, or go ahead and scoot that mic back on over
I got some people.
Yeah,
around.
Do you help out sometimes? Every once in a while when somebody needs a drummer or whatever.
How
that works for you?
Sit in for somebody and stuff
Right.
like that. Got my own music that I'm working on as well. but
Okay.
It's a great project.
If you want to
Extremely
promote that,
busy
you
all
can
the
right
time.
now, dude.
Yeah, you
That's
should.
not a problem.
Good stuff.
Yeah, let
It's real
it
good
let
stuff.
unless you don't want people to see it yet. I don't know. Sometimes artists
it's
are
all
like
a
that.
secret. No, I have
Super underground.
another project I'm working on. I play guitar and sing in it.
Okay.
And, it's called Alfred and the Tedinator, and it has no social media. So
Okay.
there's
Well,
no way you can check it out.
one day it will be out. Alfred
Yeah.
and the
Tedinator.
Tedinator.
Yeah, like Terminator, but
Right.
Teddy.
Wow.
That's my daughter's name.
Okay. It's all metal children's music, right?
Pretty
Pretty
much.
All right, I
It's
knew
lot
it.
of
I had a
nursery
figure.
rhymes, but louder.
Yes, indeed, man. I love that. I love that. Very, very, very creative and cool, man. Good stuff. I had no idea that you played anything other than the drums, man. Let's talk about that. What do you play? What else do you play, Mark or Joe?
Mark plays piano, but no, I play a few instruments. I started on the piano when I was really little, and then I got bored of that, and then wished I wasn't bored of that when I was about 19 years old, and started playing the piano again. But I play that, the drums, percussion, some different mallet instruments, and the guitar.
Cool, man. Wow, that's a lot, man. And learning all that stuff. Did you take music theory and stuff like that in school, or
I
you
took
just
a little
kind of
bit
like
it
on
in-
your own?
in high school, but yeah,
Learning a lot on your own though, for the most
mostly
part.
YouTube stuff.
Okay.
To be real, I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, hey, man.
YouTube
Whatever
has taught me
works.
a lot.
A lot
Most
of
of my
a lot of
favorite
folks do
videos.
a lot of stuff over the video like that, and it works like a charm.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
a lot of people are visually, and that's how they learn. By somebody else teaching them how to do something. So that's kind of how I learned everything that I know
right.
in life.
That's cool,
And
man.
from the Bible.
And that too. You guys are so spiritual. Anyway, man. It is
And Satan.
all right. It is Spencer and Joe. They are 2/3 of Octopus Tree and putting it right on over, man. I like to ask this question once in a while, man. Why do you guys play the style of music you play? You don't play country music, or you don't play salsa, or anything else, man? What what motivates you? What's behind all of it, man?
I don't know. Whenever I put a genre behind something and say it's got to be country or it's got to be, rock and roll for the sake of rock and roll, it just kind of puts it in a box. So I feel like the style that we play is more just exactly what it is, where we're just hanging out in our living room and playing as loud and as much as we can. It doesn't matter really what it is if it sounds good to us. I mean, yeah,
We're having
hopefully
fun.
it sounds good to other people. So we're having fun, and that's really what matters. That's really why I like to play rock and roll.
That's what I want to hear, guys. You guys are telling me all this other stuff, but really it's, man, because you guys are having fun and you love doing it, man.
Yeah.
Come and check these guys out. Where's your next show going to be, if you guys have it planned yet?
Yeah.
Then
We're playing at the Pit Stop Tavern September 17th. And
16.
is it? Oh yeah, 16th.
Let's get it right, man. You don't want to.
September 16th. Excuse me.
At the pit stop.
That's the start of our Colorado and New Mexico tour. We're going to be starting at the pit stop, and then we're going to be going all the way through Colorado Springs, Pagosa Springs, Durango, Colorado, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, through all those different places, and then back up to Denver.
Cool, man. Are you guys the ones, like, again, booking it, or Rosa helping a little bit?
We
Kind of
do
all
most of the booking.
everybody.
We're doing the tour with Signs and Signals, so they've done some of the booking too.
Yeah, we're playing with a band from Farmington called Cinematica,
Mhm.
and they've helped out.
They've helped
so
out a
much
ton.
for
Cinematica is an
Mexico
awesome band. If
shows.
you guys get a chance to check those guys out, do
Check
it.
them out.
Yeah, Cinematica from Farmington, New Mexico. Badass.
A lot of other bands from Farmington, or just a couple few. I mean, like, Farmington is not quite as big as Denver, so I
Right.
imagine it's not like like here where you're tripping over bands.
Yeah.
There's music down there for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of it's country. A lot of it's like really heavy metal. There's some good musicians in the area. But yeah, Cinematica are just they're our friends. They're good guys, all of them, and they're really good musicians.
Great stuff. This is Octopus Tree. Again, it is Spencer and Joe. You want to check them out live if you're not checking them out here live. Great stuff. 2/3 of them right here. They are killing it. It is Spencer and Joe. They will be at the Pit Stop September 16th. So make sure you check that place out, the Pit Stop. Good stuff, good music, all Colorado, man. Oh, yeah. Indeed. Yeah, I know you guys got a couple more tucked in the into your sleeves, so I want to get to them. And again, we'll do the same rigmarole. Tell us what it is, tell us what it means, and then play the hell out of it, guys.
What do I want to play? All of them.
All of them.
No.
Okay. I know that song.
I love that you guys are having a hard time hearing
Rest Sign IDK.
Let's play Rest Sign. Cool. I like this song a lot.
Me too.
There it is.
You're such a pretty man, wanna eat your soul, but you got small hands. When I lose my cool, it's like an atom bomb on the tip of my tongue. I won't be here much longer. I won't be here much longer. When I lose my cool, like an atom bomb on the tip of my tongue. You're such a pretty man, wanna eat your soul, but you got small hands. I won't be here much longer. I won't be here much longer. Everybody say now, everybody say that I am part of the problem. Everybody say now, everybody say that I am part of the problem. Everybody say now, everybody say that I am part of the problem. Everybody say now, everybody say that I am part of the problem. Everybody say I won't be here much longer. I won't be here much longer.
Yes, indeed. Octopus Tree in the studio, rocking it out, kicking some ass and breaking some sweat too right here, man. Wow, you guys are warming the freezer block up. You're melting it right on down, just like we wanted to, baby. Indeed, indeed. Everybody check it out. Octopus Tree. You can check them out online on their Facebook page. Make sure to give them a thumbing and a liking, all that good stuff that you always want. And you can find out, take it, all that from there, you can get to all of Octopus Tree's other social media. Yes, indeed. Thanks a lot, guys. Again, that song was called?
That song's called Rest Sign, because we were going to put a rest in it, a little pause or whatever, and then we decided not to. So it's just, so that's it.
We were making the song a
We're
little
trying to
more
remind
difficult.
ourselves to like pause for that moment, and then we just decided, whatever. Fuck
Do you
it.
guys
Exactly.
do you guys oftentimes just, you know, like when you're writing about stuff, are they stories, or are they, you know, motivated from politics or from personal experience, or you know, what are some of the, you know, because I heard that everybody clearly heard I am part of the problem, and we understand that, man. We know what that means, man. So you know, that's where I'm kind of going.
Yeah. A lot of it is just like I'll just start making random noises while we're jamming, and then they slowly start to form into words, and after a while they kind of become songs, lyrics, and I don't really know what they mean until long time after we've been playing them for a while. But that little like chant thing there at the end, that was I came up with that sitting in traffic, just like kind of just trying to like cool myself off a little bit in the middle of
Got to give you a laugh track on that one.
That's
man. You know, because really, I mean, that makes all the sense in the world. We are all part of the problem, sitting in traffic.
It's true, man.
It's amazing. I couldn't put that together. Awesome stuff. Again, it's Spencer and Joe, Octopus Tree, and good stuff, man. What did you guys think when you came up here from Farmington or wherever you guys came from, and you started getting involved in the music scene that we have here? I mean, what were your initial thoughts? You know, how is it different from any other scenes that you might have been in, if you have been in other scenes?
That's a
It's
lot.
quite different.
It's
than
different.
Durango, Colorado.
Yeah.
Where we started the band.
Okay.
It's a good thing.
It's a college town, though.
There was a lot of learning experiences for us, which is good.
It is a college town, though, and you would expect that there would be quite, you know, not a ton of bands, but a few live acts out there, you know, for the kids and
There's
whatever.
some good bands in Durango. There's some real good music in Durango. We
Um,
played music there for a long time, and I think we were personally and as a band decided we just wanted something different. You know, we wanted a bigger scene for our band and ourselves. You know, we just wanted to go somewhere else. Yeah. And Denver was kind of just calling to us at the time.
And when you got here, and let's say after your first two shows, man, what did you think of what the kind of talent that's here, and you know, just the whole thing, man?
Well, I mean, we obviously an extremely talented community of musicians up here, and we're really proud to be up here in this scene, this community. And we, you know, that whole thing about the first two shows, that was almost exactly how it happened. We played two shows, and then we had like 13 songs written that we'd written back in Durango, and we just decided to throw them all away. We were just like, we don't like these anymore.
Yeah.
We just had a complete identity change. Not complete identity change. We were still playing rock and roll, but it was just one of those things where it was like, we wrote these songs a long time ago, and now we want to just be what we are now. And so we just scrapped them. And I think Joe and I, over a week, wrote like 10 songs just in our house that we had just started renting.
In our boxers.
In our boxers, yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
In the labyrinth of
You're gonna do
chaos.
it. You're gonna do it right. You know, you gotta do it right.
And so, yeah, we just started writing music, and this is kind of what it is what we're playing now is this right here.
Awesome.
Yeah, the Denver scene, I'm quite impressed with the Denver scene.
Yeah.
Actually, there's so many bands here, and so many bands that get played on like radio stations, like AM/FM radio stations, even, and that's huge. And there's really big groups of people like I don't know, some of the booking places in town. They're really big on
like
just letting
Soda Jerk and
Yeah, Soda Jerk, letting bands like take control and just make it their own show. Like everybody wants a full night here, which is cool. So you can put 4 or 5 bands together on a bill, and everybody gets their voice heard. You know, and it's really, really sweet.
Have you guys been pretty lucky in your booking of the bands to be able to play with similar type bands, or have you been to a few shows where there's a reggae band and a rapper, and you know, then you guys, then a metal band?
I always like those actually. Get a like a smorgasbord. It's a variety night. I love it actually.
Actually, it is. I think I like that too personally, but you know, a lot of bands are like, wow, you know, they're thrown off by it, and the sad part is when you get those kind of shows, the crowd is like, well, I've seen my band and I'm out.
Right.
You know, and I think, you know, I've talked about it many times before, how that's just a horrible thing, but, you know, you can't control all the people all the time.
Right.
If you can keep a few, then, you know, you can keep a few. And I'm sure you have. I mean, you know, there's probably been a few where they're like, well, let's stick around.
Yeah.
You know, these guys
it always feels like there's at least one person that we reach in a show. And that's really all you can go for is, you know, it doesn't matter how many people are there or not there, as long as, you know, there's maybe one person out there that you're playing music for, and if you can have a good time with them, then it's all worth it. Even if there's nobody there, you get a cool rehearsal in a cool place.
There you go. and maybe a couple free drinks too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Hopefully.
Do you guys are you guys one of those bands that'll just call for a free drink? Hey man, I'm parched up here.
Have you ever done that?
I don't know that I've ever done that actually.
You guys
I think
should do it.
it's
I've
randomly
been to
happens
Sneaky Eyes
sometimes
to
where somebody
one
just brings
time
up a
and
tray
like,
of shots.
There you go.
That's
man.
great.
That
That's
is
always
great.
great.
Hell yeah, man. Got to have that.
You gotta.
It's
drink
Octopus.
up.
Indeed. It's Octopus Tree, Spencer and Joe. Go check out their Facebook page right now and give them a thumb and a like. And again, all their stuff is on all the other social medias, the SoundClouds, the Spotify's, the this and that's. The Spotify, I hope. I don't know. Maybe I'm just throwing it out
there. We don't have anything
there.
on Spotify. We got some stuff on SoundCloud. It's really old. It's like the old stuff we did. But we just finished up recording a 4-track live EP at Rusty Sun Audio with Nick Nodurft. He's a great guy, really talented engineer, really talented producer. And that should be ready by the end of August.
So look in a couple weeks, 3 weeks, they're going to have some new stuff out here, and pretty soon we'll be playing it right here on milehighunderground.com once we clear the waiver action, man. So, but we're playing good stuff here live, man, and it's really, you guys are melting my ears down. And, the administration here at the building is complaining because you're too loud.
Good.
But yeah, indeed, that's what we're all about, man. Let's get them to. Hey, we got them all to come down and look through the windows, so there ain't nothing bad with that.
Nothing at all.
And of course, the crowd outside walking through Belmar, of course, of getting a nice treat of Octopus Tree. Again, Spencer and Joe, Octopus Tree, thank you guys so much, man, for coming on in. Man. Really kick ass. I know you guys got a couple more jams, so let's get on into it, man. I know the folks at home are tired of listening to me talk, so let's see what else you guys got in store here.
Yeah, let's do that song. That's a fun song.
This song, I'm trying to think about what it means. It's just a lot of stuff. Can't really describe it with words, you know. But this started with us just like, I think I was tuning my bass and Joe was messing around, and it just sort of happened naturally. So maybe we'll just try to make that sort of happen again.
All right, magic stuff. Octopus Tree. Get out.
Take your time, I'm out of line. I know it. Live it down to suicide, you know. Realize suicide. Let's take it down. Let's take it down. no. Everyone I know is fine, it's true. At Christmas time, we'll stand in line for a blow, for a blow. You realize suicide, the meaning of life, it's all a lie. Let's take it down, let's take you down, let's take it down, let's take you down. No, oh no, no, oh no. Oh no. I like to think it's sympathy that calls me back. But you and I both know it ain't nothing like that. Wanna know? Oh no, I wanna know. Where does it go? So do it now. I'll do it now. All around. I'll do it now. Oh now. All around. Do it now. All around.
Wow, great stuff. Octopus Tree in the building, man. That song was called
IDK.
IDK, but I do care, you guys. But no, kick-ass stuff, man. Wow, man. Just rocked it right on out, man. And I love it, man. People keep coming out and looking at what the hell's going on in there.
What is that awful noise?
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it, man. Cool stuff, man. Hey, Spencer, how do you like singing, man? I know you don't sing in your other band, and, I guess, you don't have to sing in this band, but you choose to. So,
Yeah.
And I like your style. I like the style that goes real well with the music here.
Oh, thanks. Man. I mean, again, this is another thing that just kind of happened by necessity. We looked for singers for a long time and just never really found the person that meshed with what we were doing. And so I asked Joe to sing because he has a way better voice than I do, but he said no. And so
Hell no.
No, well, I mean, was it because it's really difficult to sing and play drums at the same time, or just because you just don't like to sing?
I really don't like to sing in front of people.
Okay.
I'm working on that, but I think Spencer's voice just matches what he does on the bass for the songs that we're writing in this band so much better because he's just got a beautiful voice.
Well, for what you guys are doing, indeed, it does match. I like that, and good stuff, man. So, I mean, but when you first did it, was it kind of like a trial and error, or were you just kind of goofing around, and then Joe just said, "Hey, that sounds pretty good, man. We don't really need to go out and get another singer."
No, he kept wanting to go out and get another singer on. Kept saying, fuck that, man. You can do it.
Right?
You can do it. You are the singer
He's
of
my
Octopus
biggest
Tree.
cheerleader. So
I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah. So it was just one of those things where for a long time I'd just been writing bass lines, trying to write that kind of stuff, and I don't think the songs really started to take shape until we brought in the melodies over them and brought in the lyrics over them, and that was when things started to really transition from just like, I don't even know, not even songs, but just like ideas and riffs. And then all of a sudden, once the vocals came in, it was like, all right, I guess I have to do this because now they're actually songs that we're playing. So yeah, it kind of worked that way. And yeah, no, I guess I'm stuck with it, but I enjoy it. It's fun. I like singing.
He sings because I make him sing.
Yeah. A long story short,
Long story short, yeah.
I mean, you could try to sugarcoat it all you want, but yeah.
At the end of the day, it's
that is what it is, man.
Mhm.
But again, you know, do you have? I mean, you know, coming from your heart and stuff, and you got a lot of emotion coming from it, man. Is it like again, you know, from the past, from stories, or you know, emotions that you feel and all that kind of good stuff, or
Yeah,
you know?
I think it's a lot of just like random things that get stuck up in there. Eventually, find their in my head. By what I mean by up in there.
Yeah, up in there.
Up in there. So just just getting.
That's
just
your
getting
new
weird
song,
with
by
it
the way.
and
Up in
getting-
there.
Up in there. Getting up in there. It's a weird space. Yeah, just you know things I think about in the day or whatever that kind of get in there, and a lot of times what I think about doesn't make its way out, or it makes its way out in a way that's totally not what I expected or something. So, like I said, a lot of it is just like noises I make, and then I let the emotion infuse through that, just noises I make, and then eventually the words come from that. So, but I always seem to find some meaning after a while in the songs.
Cool.
So,
Well, that's great stuff, man. Again, it's Octopus Tree in the studio. Spencer and Joe, they are knocking it right on out with a bunch of live songs for us, man. And make sure to check them out in a couple of weeks. They will be presenting some of their pre-recorded stuff or stuff that's been studioized. And tell us a little bit about that. Are you guys producing it yourself? You guys have a little help, or where are you guys doing it at?
we did that at Rusty Sun Audio, and that's Nick Nodirft's studio. I actually met him through Signs and Signals because he recorded Signs and Signals CD, which is soon to be released as well.
Right.
Yeah, and I just really got along with him, worked great with him, and so I asked him, you know, we're kind of wanting to just do something live, you know, just get into your space and play music live, record it, and we'll
And you guys will
there.
tweak it. Do you guys, meaning that you guys produce it yourself or master it?
He's gonna master it and mix
Okay.
it, but we're gonna be a part of that, and we'll probably send it off to some other friends of ours to just kind of see what's going on. But you know, he's got a great ear for what.
Do you guys have
He
a lot of
does,
yeah. have a lot of people that you know in the industry that do, you know, production work and that kind of stuff? You guys really tied into that community?
Good question.
Yeah, not really here as much. When I did the stint in Nashville, I met a lot of people. There's Joe Funderburk, one of my favorite sound engineers. Will Corder, who's really, really good as well. I mean, it's just there's a community of sound engineers there that's really, really tight. So once you get to know one or two of them, you start getting to know everybody.
Oh, that's excellent. And
Yeah.
you know what? A great hookup area, Tennessee. Tell us a little bit about that. You know, you just kind of
there's a lot
skipped
of
right on over
waterfalls.
that.
There's a few waterfalls there. There's
Did you
there's
go
a
out
lot of
there
country music.
did you do it for the music business, or did you just happen to be, you know, out there?
I
That makes
did.
sense.
I moved there right after high school with the band I was in. It was like a indie pop, rock, screaming, high school cool kids music.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
Kids music. It was adult music too.
Right.
But,
I know what you're
no,
saying.
I was in a band called The Night Before, and
Okay.
we went there and did the damn thing. And not even a whole year later, the band broke up, and then we progressed into one of the members moved somewhere else, and then me and the guitarist Michael Parks, we used to who's in All Them Witches now, and he's having a good time with them. And great band,
Love those guys.
fantastic.
Oh, is that a local crew here, or they
Actually, no, they're
Nashville-based.
from Nashville.
Okay.
They've been rolling around the world.
One of the best
recently,
live
so-
shows, live rock shows. I've
Oh,
seen.
yeah.
check them out? Alden,
All the time.
indeed.
Alden,
You know.
Alden.
Witches. Love those guys.
But yeah, and then I don't know. I just rolled around that town for almost 5 years, and just met as many people as I could, played with as many people as I could. It's kind of a musical whore, if you will.
Hey, why not,
Anybody
man?
that would pay me money, I would play with them.
That's
so.
that's how that. Hey,
Uh,
sometimes that's how you got to make the bread, man.
That's
You know,
true.
that's how you got to do it. And there's nothing wrong with that because you get to meet a lot of cool people.
Yeah,
and
a lot of
you
cool
know,
Play a lot of cool music.
people I still talk to regularly.
See,
Yeah.
good stuff, man. Octopus Tree, Spencer and Joe. I think they got one more, and then I'm gonna make them play me out like we did before. So I know Spencer's kind of kind of since being here before, he kind of knows what's going on there. So if you guys got one last one to play, let's go ahead and do that, and then then we'll just kind of say our goodbyes and sign on out, and I'll let you guys get the hell on out of here, man. So it is Octopus Tree. Make sure you check them out on Facebook and check out all the links that they have. Octopus Tree in the house, and they rock. And check them out live. They're going to be at. I knew I had it. They're going to be at the Pit Stop on September 16th. So make sure to check them out live. I've checked them out live. It's a great show. And hey, checking them out live here right now, they're blowing the doors off the place, man. Right. All right, man. Go ahead and tell us what it is and rock on out, and then we'll come on back and close her on out.
Cool. This song's called "Turn It Around." It'll be on our release, our upcoming release.
Woo! If I'd loved you, I would have tried. And if I'd have been there, I would have lied. To turn this around, to turn it around. And if my commitments are satisfied, and if my religion is do or die, I'll turn it around. I'll turn this around. And if I'd loved you, I would have tried. And if my religion is do or die, I'll turn it around. In my hometown, it's where I drowned. My home is a black hole walking down the street. My home is a black hole looking out that open gate. My home is a black hole walking down the street. My home is a black hole looking out that open gate. And if I'd loved you, I would have lied. And if my religion is do or die, I'll turn it around. My commitments are satisfied, and if my religion is do or die,
Yeah, I love it. I love it, man. Great stuff. Octopus Tree playing live in the studio, kicking some ass, making it sweat right here and melting it on down to zero right here in the Freeza block. Thank you guys so much, man. And if you guys could just go ahead and start playing a little bit, just kind of some soft stuff so I can talk over real quick and get this say our goodbyes and all that stuff. Again, I wanted to thank the guys, Spencer and Joe from Octopus Tree. Again, check them out, Octopus Tree on Facebook. That'll take you to all the links that they have. Good stuff. Make sure to check us out. I think I'm going to try whatever I can to do it, to get out there and be on Raz Radio Live. It's the Chocolate Drop on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock Mountain Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Time. The show for folks with no feelings. Indeed, indeed. Check us out. And, of course, check me out again next week, man. We're going to be here. We're going to have another great band in. And I want you to tune in and find out who they are, man. It's going to be a great show. It always is. It is a Freeza Block show right here on MileHighUnderground.com. Again, Octopus Tree, thank you guys so much. And we are out of here. Thank you guys, man. Woo!